are presently using Transpec safety vents in your school buses, or are considering an effective system for improving school bus ventilation and increasing passenger safety, this program will show you the proper operation of Transpec safety vents for ventilation and emergency exit. 2 units should be installed on most school buses, one toward the front of the vehicle, one toward the rear of the vehicle. For maximum flow-through ventilation, Transpec recommends the front unit be open toward the front of the vehicle, and the rear unit should be open in the opposite direction, toward the rear of the vehicle. Built-in handles allow positioning of the unit in various positions. With front and rear Transpec safety vents open as shown, fresh air is scooped in at the front of the bus, flows throughout the full length, and is exhausted at the rear, removing heat, humidity, and stale odors. The incoming air used for rooftop ventilation is the coolest and cleanest air available anywhere around the bus, well above heated road dust stirred up by the front wheels that flows along the sides of the bus where the windows are located. In hot weather, when the bus is parked awaiting students, the unit can be positioned in a full-up position for maximum ventilation. Without this type of roof ventilation, hot air trapped inside a bus can be stifling. Even with all the windows open, hot air is trapped in the ceiling space above the windows. Safety vents permit this hot air to rise in a chimney effect, thus drawing cooler air into the bus, even while parked. Transpec safety vents can also be used to improve heating in cold weather. Without a rear vent, front-mounted heater defrosters have a hard time pushing warm air all the way to the rear of the bus. Excess heat up front can make the driver and forward passengers drowsy, while those in the rear are cold. Inadequate air circulation permits humidity to build up inside the bus from wet clothing and the normal breathing of passengers. This humidity forms condensation and frost on the windows and impairs visibility. With the rear safety vent open as shown, heated air can be drawn throughout the full length of the bus and will be more evenly distributed, with humidity being exhausted out by the rear vent. This improves comfort levels throughout the bus, and the increased circulation of air helps reduce frost and condensation on windows. Transpec safety vents virtually eliminate the need for open side windows, which create a lot of air turbulence inside the bus, but do not provide flow-through ventilation. Open windows are also a source of dust, dirt, and other air contaminants. Plus, they also provide dangerous temptations for children to extend head or arms out through openings. Now to close the unit, simply pull one side down first, and then the opposite side in a cantilever motion. This makes it easier to overcome the spring pressures which hold the unit open for ventilation. Always close lid in a cantilever motion. Keep in mind the same unit can also be used for a simple, cost-effective emergency exit. To open the unit for exit, simply turn this red safety release knob to the unlatched position and push. The safety vent cover opens easily for emergency exit. To properly relatch the unit, these arms must be in the full up position. Then simply align these small tabs into the corresponding depressions in the mating part. Notice how one edge slips down into a mating slot until you feel the mechanism snap together. Then turn the knob back to the safety latched position. This is important to help protect the exit against accidental opening and to make the seal weather tight. To demonstrate the ease of operation, watch as small children exit an overturned bus equipped with Transpec safety vents. Notice how easily students open the unit for exit by simply turning the knob to the unlatched position and pushing the knob. The unit opens easily for exit. With the bus on its side, notice how the windows along one side are lying flat against the ground and totally unusable, while those on the opposite side are 8 feet overhead and out of reach for most passengers. Contrary to common belief, push-out windows do not provide a very good means of escape in rollover accidents. Even if there are side push-out windows or a side exit door, the smallest students wouldn't be able to reach them, since the windows are 8 feet above the ground when the bus is on its side. In buses with safety vents in the roof, the bottom edge of the safety vent opening is only 3 feet off the ground when the bus is on its side. Note, with the bus on its left side, the hinges are at the top of the rear emergency door. The door will swing shut every time someone exits, creating potential for serious injury to the person following behind. In rollover accidents, safety vents provide a much better means of escape than either push-out windows or rear exit doors. The size of the openings are large enough for even the largest football player to easily pass through. Your ability to operate Transpec safety vents will enable you to provide increased comfort and safety to the more than 22 million students who ride school buses every school day. Transpec, the pace setter in specialty products, engineered for the transportation industry.